let us, take a moment and move away from those who are still in the tournament to those who went out. I'm coming to you, AC. AC, what happened? Do you think we will miss out on Portugal? My dear Portugal. You guys are the defending champions, man. Defending champions. And to be honest, it was a very equal match. Portugal gave a tough fight to Belgium to talk about. It is a wonder goal from Thorgan Hazard that really made them to pass through to the next stage. But what do you say of it? How do you feel about the game, Messi?
Speechless.
Pressing topic, but it's okay. Okay. Honestly, I just think Portugal were very unlucky. From the start of the tournament itself, I think every team needs an element of luck. For example, how England had it yesterday. I mean, not taking the credits away from them on how well they perform, but I'm just saying that Muller missing the kind of chance that never happens, right? But that happened yesterday. Every team that comes into these kind of tournaments, they'll need a certain luck, and that luck was with Portugal the last tournament, and that's why they could go all the way.
They used up all the quota.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And this time around, they just didn't have it. I felt that they did what they could. They went out attacking, trying to get that goal, hit the post, forced the save. But unfortunately, we always had Diogo Jota playing there. And you can ask Ivan. I always told him that as long as Diogo Jota plays for Portugal, Portugal will never win. And I think that's what happened. If there was one person I had to pinpoint to say why Portugal lost or the reason Portugal lost, I'll say Jota. Because within the opening first 10 minutes, he got a fantastic chance to score. The least you could do from there is hit the target, but no. His shot was nearer to the corner flag. And while everyone in the team was trying to attack, Ronaldo tried to come down. In fact, Ronaldo was already like almost playing at the midfield or towards the wide wings because he was trying to pull defenders out of the position so that the others can go and score. And even then, Ronaldo tried to create a chance for Jota, and of course, he shot it like way high up and all. So yeah, I think Portugal did what they could, but with Diogo Jota and the team, there's nothing much they could do anymore.
So what do you take away from the manager? Do you think the current manager should retain after this, or?
I think he's reached his expiry date with Portugal squad. I mean, kudos to the man, right? He did win Euros and the Nations League, which is really good. But sometimes you just need a change, and I think that's what Portugal need right now. Because I think when Fernando Santos started with the Portugal squad, he didn't have the greatest squad, right? So he had to do with certain good players in attack, which is why he always went with a very defensive strategy to just, go out on counter attack to score. But I don't think that's the kind of squad he has now, because if you actually look at it, the squad that Portugal had this year is actually way better than the previous years. They've got so much of talent, in terms of attacking. And I think he's just not utilizing that. I was very, very disappointed that Andres Silva did not play enough. He's like their true striker who can poach goals from the penalty box, but he was not there. And even though Portugal was trying to chase after a goal, there was really no much creativity. Even though I watched the entire 90 minutes, I felt like Portugal did not actually create a good chance. At no point in the match, I felt like this is it, Portugal are going to score. No. Even though they hit the post and so on, I always felt like that was lucky. So I think he has to go. Someone with a more attacking mindset should come in, try to utilize all the attacking players, the fast players, someone that can drop Diogo Jota from the squad, So I think it's about time Santos goes and someone new comes in. But I don't think that will happen before the next World Cup, because it's probably too short of a time for a coach to come in and familiarize himself with the squad.
Talking about these 2 points, right? What comes in my mind is Holland. Right. I think both Holland had this 2 point, totally wrong with them. They got their pick too early in the tournament. And also, in talk about bad luck, I think you guys are the bad omen for the tournament, man. what do you make of that, Ivan? How do you feel Holland's exit was?
Very bad, very bad. Like, I mean, for a few days, I was keep looking at how the table is going to finish in Group E and Group D to make sure we avoid Portugal. But in the end, it didn't matter. We got Czech Republic, the third place team in Group D, England's group. We still lost to them. But I feel because Holland game, right? So I was seeing the game early before they came out for the national anthem. I was seeing in the tunnel, right? The Czech Republic team compared to the Holland team. Czech Republic team is like all of them are so huge. Like I think we couldn't match them physically. I think we lost the battle then in the first half itself. We didn't dominate, and I think we need to ask questions to the manager, like why he didn't start our striker Weghorst. He's like the only guy who is like has a good physique who could have challenged these Czech Republic defenders because they played a very low block and they are very good as a unit, I would say. But of course the DeLigt incident, I would say like I wouldn't say we would have won if not for the incident, but it definitely changed the course of the game. And it made us, and the substitution he made for that, you see a center back went off, he took out a striker and brought on a winger. Like what was that? And like the left wing back had to play as a left center back and the winger played as left wing back. So we totally lost our shape, I think. And there were like no plan B lah, I would say. There's no plan B, and we totally, from that point onwards, we were totally lost. I think De Jong and Wijnaldum, they had a good group stage game, but I don't know what happened to these two in this game. And Dipe, I'm not sure why Barcelona bought him. So good luck to Barcelona having Dipe.
I don't know why he's even playing football.
Yeah, so I didn't have much expectation on Holland going to this game. I also said they might finish second in the group, but for what they did in the group stage, but now it made me realize that that group was quite weak. But so like Ukraine got 3 points in the group, but somehow they're in the quarterfinal. I don't know how, but yeah, it's like a deja vu. I think Euro 2008, similar thing happened. We beat Italy in the first game, we beat France in the second game, but we went and lose the first knockout game to Russia. Like things, this is like something got to do with the mentality of this team, lah. Yeah.
I feel that particular chance that Marlon missed, right? I think they were struggling to create chances against Czech. I think the Marlon's breakthrough would have been something like a let go for Netherlands. Like after so long, okay, they managed to get one chance and they score, but they missed that. And right after that, the DeLigt incident. So DeLigt incident is more like that. This type of incident can happen in football. If you don't take your chances, you don't control the game, you have a full score there. And DeLigt incident is just bad luck. He got red card. I think besides say the defense was weak. We were expecting DeLigt to show up the defense without Van Dijk. But when DeLigt came off, the first goal was a free kick. Free kick means the assist. Second goal, Schick just finish off the game. And yeah, they could have started Weghorst, but he started Marlon. They depended on Dipe and Marlon, and it's backfired.
Yeah, but I don't understand why a player of DeLight's ability and understanding of the game, he came from Ajax. Why you need to make such a like, okay, the player is going to pass you. Okay, no man, it's 50-50, keeper and the striker. You don't have to do that. It's like unnecessary, and it's very, very, as for me, it's very, very stupid mistake. I mean, stupid fall. It's like you should not make that kind of mistakes in football because it will cost you. You see, you may come back from 1 goal down with 11 players, then you're going 1-0, you're going to go 1-0 down, but with 10 players, it's hard. So if like, I mean, I don't accept that mistake from DeLigt.
Yeah, that's what I want to say as well, right? Especially with VAR around. Why would you do that, right? Like you could get away with things like that if there was no VAR in football. With VAR, you know that they are going to review everything that happens. There's absolutely no way he was going to get out of that, right? Like there was such a moment of madness, really.
But I think because of the exit, I think we already have the first casualty, DeBoer, sacked. So we're seeing who will be the next to come in. Because we have the qualifiers for the World Cup. So that's the journey for Netherlands for this Euro.
Darwin, on your point there, who do you think will be a good candidate for Holland manager position?
Is there any Lee Ivan? No, not yet come out, I think.
No, not yet.
Louis Van Gaal.
No.
No.
Louis,
we already go through him. We already went through him.
Wenger won't come, because he's permanently retired from football coaching.
After coaching MU.
More like after winning a trophy with MU.
All right, that was a good wrap up on on the two teams. Okay, I would include my team as well on the three teams that exited, and all the best to England. May the Three Lions be with you.